When maintaining your daily wellness rituals is important to you, the change in routine during the summer can feel daunting. Kachava's new travel packs help you stick to your daily ritual, even when you're on the go. Just one packet of Kachava's all-in-one nutrition shake provides complete nutrition with 25 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, greens, adaptogens, and much more. So you'll be fueled and ready for wherever life or your summer adventures take you. No fillers, no nonsense, just the good stuff your body craves. Plus, it actually tastes delicious. But you can try it for yourself because the variety pack includes all 6 delicious fan favorites: chocolate, vanilla, chai, matcha, coconut acai, and strawberry. So instead of worrying about sticking to your daily ritual, simplify it with Kachava. Go to kachava.com and use code FITNESS for 15% off. That's KACHAVA.com, code FITNESS.
Here's the snapback. Here's the kick. He's got the leg into it. If it is good, and it is! Austin scores! A 49-yard field goal, and Indiana leads 27-24.
Oh, it's an end around one to throw. Page looking to the quarterback, and it's a touchdown! Page time Leno! Penix rolling out of the pocket to a strong hand. Delivers deep down the field. Caught, touchdown! Fry Fogel again.
Welcome to the OEO podcast. I'm your host, Michael Bragg. We are back, by the way. We are back. It feels like it's been forever. You can find me on Twitter. It's at Braggley, Braggley. Speaking of back, finally, speaking of forever, back with us again, co-host Brandon. You can find him on Twitter. It's at Brandon Dubich. That's Brandon spelled traditionally Dubich, D-U-B-I-C-H. What is up, Brando?
In preparation for this podcast, I've been blasting Mace all day. Just welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Careful, not too long. We'll have to pay royalties on that.
Less than 15.
Okay, perfect. And as you just heard,
that's what we got a producer for.
There we go.
It's got to roll.
As you just heard, I can't believe it. He is joining us on his favorite holiday of the year. Is Purdue, Sir Seth? If you haven't already done it,
it's National IU Day today.
Yeah. We'll talk about what day it really is. You can block him. It's on Twitter at Setah5, SETAH5. Welcome back, Seth.
Enough with the insinuations. All you need me for is Googling stuff. We're fine.
Yeah. Yep. And it's time for us to start a new series. We are going to start previewing positions. And if we're high on anything tonight, it's the quarterback position. That's where we're going to start. So, but before we dive into the quarterbacks and give a little bit of a preview on the depth and kind of who we think is going to start and what we think everything means in the background. Brandon, any updates around the program since we've last released anything that you didn't listen to?
The program has got a crystal ball to a very good offensive lineman down in Florida, the same high school as our current offensive line commit, DeAndre Duffus, pronounced Duffus. And there's crystal balls. He hasn't visited yet to us. If anyone doesn't know what crystal balls are, basically there are predictions by experts. Fans can also submit crystal balls, but the ones that matter are the ones by experts. And I think there are 3 total. All expectations are he commits on the visit. So that's exciting. And then again, there's kind of 2 portal seasons when it comes to football. It's immediately after the season and then immediately after spring practice. And we just offered an offensive lineman a D2 All-American, and his name is escaping me at the moment. But so it seems like we're trying to shore up the offensive line for the future and for the current team, and you can never have enough offensive linemen, whether they are ready to play or projects. You need a balance of both, and it seems like IU is addressing that.
Yes, offensive line, as I think we can all agree, was a focal point last year that turns out, hopefully we can add as much depth as possible, whether it's from the portal or during the class. The kid's name that you were looking for is Willis Patrick from Angelo State, a D2
I remember
school
how
in
good
Texas.
Patrick Willis was. He was so good.
Patrick Willis.
Linebacker, 49ers.
Ah, yes, I do remember.
Playing with him in Madden he was so fast.
I don't think I ever played defense. I haven't played defense on Madden for like a long time.
You're like the Bill Murray in Space Jam.
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't play defense. I love that line.
That's right. Perfect. Yes.
Don't you guys miss this kind of banter? Right?
We do. And me just kind of trying to transition into the quarterback part of this podcast and
come on, give me a transition of Bill Murray and quarterback. Come on, you got anything?
I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Yeah, nothing. I don't know. Well, you know what? Here we go. They said that he couldn't play in the NBA, and then Jordan said, "You can play in the NBA. Larry Bird's white," and he says, "Larry's not white. He's clear." And the clear choice, I think, for QB1 is going to be counter baaaaack, right? I don't know. That was a terrible transition. I tried.
I didn't give you much to work with. And sometimes you got to work with what you have. And IU's been in that position with the quarterback in years before. Not much to work with, but not this year. I think there are two quality starting options and two quality starting backup options. I can't remember a time where we went this four deep in the quarterback room. And again, I think we kind of saw the DMAC experience last year, but again, I think there's ways to build a successful team around any of these four. Most certainly. For those that don't know who the four is, it is senior Jack Tuttle. It is junior. Sorry, the COVID year is crazy.
Yeah.
I think Connor is a junior, but he has 3 years to play.
Junior. Yeah, redshirt junior, I think with 3 years to play.
He's left to play. So I thought he was a sophomore because I knew he had 3 years to play, but again, COVID, whatever. But this is Jack Tuttle's last year, right? This is for sure since he transferred, right?
Let me look through his years that he's played.
But anyway,
so he's
the way I understand it,
yeah.
Tuttle's last year, Baz has got 3 years, McCulley's got Williams has got 3 years, and McCulley's got 4 years.
I'm pretty sure Jack's got one more still.
Oh, so Jack's got 2.
Yeah. Jack's a redshirt senior, so I think he's got this year, and I believe he can play again next year. So
that even makes me feel even better about the room, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
That means we have 4 guys and no one is leaving, and we're still recruiting people for this year, right?
Yeah, we still have Brendan Sorsby to come in. He's a fall enrollee. So, yeah, it's a deep room. I hope. There's a lot of potential, a lot of talent there. We haven't seen Baz in the Big Ten yet. Career stats we've talked about. We saw him in the SEC. Career stats. I mean, if you're just a stat guy, if you're just going to look at stats, let's see if I can say stats again. 5,000 yards in his career, 23 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, but a clip of 66% completion percentage, which is pretty solid. So, maybe he walks in, kind of gives us the, and I hate this comparison, but maybe the Aiden O'Connell kind of deal. Consistently completing passes, whether they're super short dump offs or I'm not sure. It's that O'Connell really even have to throw the ball down the field at all, or
he did enough to keep him honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Occasionally we had guys. I mean, David Bell's not known for his speed apparently now, but we had some guys get deep.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to see what Walt Bell's offense looks like, as well as what Baz looks like in that offense, which we don't know, which is kind of scary and kind of fun at the same time. So, so the other guys were DMAC you touched on as well, but Dexter Williams has been fairly highlighted a lot in some of the spring highlights that we've seen. Has been talked a little bit by my goodness, I just said his name, Walt Bell, in his press conference as well. So interesting dark horse there. What do you think about Dexter Williams maybe getting some snaps next year? Or the other thing I've thought about too is maybe a two quarterback system.
Are you familiar with the big stick ideology?
No, explain.
It's a Western African proverb, and basically it speaks softly and carry a big stick. And that's how I take Tom Allen's comments, right? He is very selective on who he points out, when he points it out, and how he points them out. Before Dexter Williams' injury, it seemed like Tom Allen couldn't not talk about Dexter Williams. And the same thing could be said for the amazing contributor, Matt Weaver of 247, who has always been very high on Dexter Williams. So no, we haven't seen him in games. We haven't really seen him in practice for over a year, which I think we'll touch on a little bit in Brando's Randos. But again, the people that talk and who they talk about and what they talk about, I think that's the big stick ideology, which makes me excited about Dexter Williams. And that's the last African proverb I will bring up in this podcast.
The first and the last, I think. So, yeah, we don't have to dive too much into these players. I think everybody knows a pretty good amount about all four of the guys that are already enrolled, already taking snaps in spring practice.
So here, I got questions for you about each one of them. You ready?
Okay.
You ready for this? Rapid fire questions. Boom, 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 boom.
Sure. Knock them out.
Jack Tuttle. What is Jack Tuttle's strengths? Well, I'm not doing a SWOT analysis here. We're not in junior year of high school business class, but like, what are Jack's strengths? What are his weaknesses? And what is to be expected of Jack Tuttle, not necessarily in the 2022 season, but with the Indiana football program?
Game manager, not a very strong arm, perfect backup, maybe best backup in the league.
Now,
conference. I want to make sure I said conference there. Sorry.
So I think you're spot on with that. Did you see Tom Allen's comments on Jack Tuttle?
Did not.
So here's what he says. Looking at Jack and the way he's been able to grow in his confidence and the ability to make throws he needs to make, I think you hit the nail on the head. They're going to put Jack in the situations that he can succeed. Right? What the thing that stands out to Tom that he's seen is an increase in just his overall speed and accuracy. And here's the thing that I love: throwing with confidence. I think that makes Jack Tuttle a totally different player if he is throwing with confidence.
Yeah. Are you opposed to him starting?
I'm not.
Okay. I'm not opposed to any of the, I think 3 of the 4, I'd be very intrigued by Dexter Williams if he comes out of this spring into fall practice as QB1, but I think there's 2 obvious leaders.
Yes.
I just don't know. And I think we've said it 4 or 5 times throughout this podcast since he's been on the team. I don't think you transfer here to not start.
Correct. Especially when you've been SEC freshman of the year. So the way I see it, going into, I guess, training camp, since spring football is concluded, Jack Tuttle is 1A. Jack Tuttle, for lack of a better word, he is the incumbent. I think Baz is 1B. And then I have Donovan as 3A and Dexter as 3B. I think King Tut and Baz are battling, and then I think McCulley and Williams are battling. Is that fair?
I think it's fair. And I think, honestly, if they had their choice, this is how I think that they would pick between either Tuttle or Baz to start. But then I think that they would try to put Donovan about 4th on the depth chart just to get him another year to sit.
If we, again, I'm not even suggesting playing 2 quarterbacks, but I'm not opposed to a 90-10 where you're running plays for Donovan McCulley. Short, we don't have necessarily a Stevie Scott that can get us 3 yards on 3rd and 2. I'm not opposed, as long as it isn't our only offense, like it was for half a season, to running McCulley off guard or off tackle.
Yeah.
Right. That can be used efficiently in situations.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind seeing, I mean, let's see how many offensive plays are normally in a game. 60, right?
I think 60 to, I was leaning towards I'd say 60 to 70. Let's just call it
I'm
that.
okay with there being 5 or 6 plays for Donovan McCulley.
Yeah.
Every game.
Yeah. I love and hate the 2 quarterback system. It worked great, honestly, for a while they were healthy for Roberson and Sudfeld?
Yeah.
That kind of switched a little bit. And it worked great for them. I don't know how it would work here. Holy crap, what a change of pace.
If King Tut or Baz are snapping the ball 55 times and McCulley's snapping the ball 5 times, I don't think that's a 2 quarterback system.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think that is a strategic use of assets.
Sure. But what if Dexter Williams carries the same? Now, granted, he's a little bit smaller. He's 6'1", listed at 6'1", but what if he carries the same attributes as Donovan McCulley, though? Wouldn't you just sit McCulley?
Same, but different, right?
Okay.
I mean, I think if they can do the same thing, sure. Substitute everything I just said in the last 2 minutes with Dexter Williams, and I think it still applies.
Does Brendan Sorsby, does he see the field at all?
B-Sorbs? I hope not.
Okay. We mean that. You mean that? I'm assuming you mean that in the nicest way possible, meaning we need to redshirt him.
Yes.
Okay. Because I love some B-Sorbs. And I'm excited by him.
I mean, I wish DMAC would have got redshirt. It has nothing to do on the player and everything about the development of a program and a succession plan.
That's why
great show.
Yeah, that's why I think that they'll try to do it this year. I don't know. I'm just thinking long term with this room. If you can redshirt him and allow Dexter Williams to be your 3rd quarterback and redshirt Sorsby, I think now, granted, they're not going to announce it at the beginning of the season kind of thing, but I think that you're going into the season with a pretty solid room. So, okay, let's just do this real quick and then we can move on and then we can get to Brando's and everything else.
Real quick. So I'm not going to ask that question about McCulley and Williams.
Okay.
What is Connor's strengths, weaknesses, and ceiling within the program?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean, I think his strengths, based off what I've seen, are pretty similar to Jack Tuttle. I have seen him make some pretty big throws down the field, but again, not as a primary down the field thrower. I think it's been pretty well documented that that's not necessarily a big strength of his. But again, was he asked to do that in Missouri so much?
Yeah.
Is that something that Walt Bell is going to implement into his offense? Again, there's a lot of unknowns. We're just guessing. You know what? I'm just speaking of things. I'm just ballparking here. Grant Carmel's still on the team. I don't think he plays, but we'll give him a little bit of a shout. Grant Carmel.
He suited up.
He did.
But back to Baz, I think he has the most, if we're talking ceiling,
I agree. Yeah.
When it compares to Tuttle, I mean, it's not close, right? Tuttle has the higher floor of the 2, but Baz, just based on his success in the highest conference you can get to, is exciting.
Yeah. Yep. Let's do it real quick. We'll go around the room. 1, 2, 3. That's all we'll do. 3 deep on quarterback, and then we'll move on. Seth, you start.
Baz, Tuttle, Williams, McCauley sits.
Okay, I said 3.
Sorsby
but
red
I said
shirts.
3.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Brandon,
You know I'm going to be a pain in the ass about this.
I know.
Opening up training camp, Tuttle is getting the runs with the ones. I think Baz has to take it away from Tuttle. I think he does. But I think at the starting of training camp, Tuttle gets the run with the ones. So I am going Tuttle, Baz, Williams, because I can count to 3 and went to IU.
I'm gonna stick with Seth. Baz, Tuttle, Williams, McCauley red shirt, Sorsby red shirt. So okay. Anything else we need to add on this position before we get to your randos and Seth Sack? Nothing else Seth says. So I am the only transition I have to our promo is the fact that I'm wearing one of their shirts. And that's the Monon Track Club. MTC is Indiana's running brand built on a deep love for the sport in the Hoosier State. They craft products, tell stories, and create experiences that aim to celebrate, support, and add to Indiana's running culture. Check out the link in the show notes for more details on their club runs in their shop. This seriously sick shirt that I got on, it's an audio platform. You guys can't see it, but they've got hoodies, koozies, all that cool stuff, stickers. As a thank you to our listeners, they're offering 10% off. They're still doing it. Use promo code LEO10. That's LEO10 at checkout now. Let's get to everybody's favorite part, the whole thing you guys have been waiting on the entire time. Randos is back. What do you got, man?
Yeah, I got a few. Now, if you're listening to an IU football podcast, the end of April, you must either like us or you like IU football. Either way, I think
bored.
This is relevant.
Mm-hmm.
If only for my own intrigue. What did you guys miss most during my absence?
A competent co-host would be a start. Somebody that cared. Somebody that took their section of the podcast seriously. That's it though. That's it. Not a lot.
What did you enjoy the most during my absence?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I enjoyed spending a little bit more time with Seth, I guess. But not really.
All right. We don't have to spend any more time on it.
Okay.
I just wanted one, get you a little uncomfortable and B, see what the answers were.
I'm so glad this dynamic is back. Yay.
All right. Last silly one. Is this the best nickname quarterback room ever? Like Sudfeld really didn't have a great name. It's just kind of weak, right? Like Suddy's like a cool hockey name, I guess, but football, it's kind of weak. You know, Penix, I mean, there's the jokes there, but not really. Diamant didn't really have one, but like I'm loving King Tut. I'm loving Baz. I like D-Mac. Like kind of an all nickname room, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
B-Sorbs, Dexter Williams, there really isn't anything there, but I like it.
Okay. Yeah. I can.
You got to make connections with these players, I guess, Yeah,
I can agree with you on that one for sure.
Next question, next rando I got here is we talked in a lot of absolutes during the spring off-season series. So I'm gonna ask another absolute. Is this the best quarterback room depth-wise? It doesn't have the best quarterback ever, but I'm talking 1 through 5. Now, only the real fans are going to know this one because how many people could honestly name a depth chart 1 through 5? I think this is the best depth quarterback room ever at IU.
Yes, which is scary.
And I mean that recruiting wise. I mean, look at where Tuttle was coming out of high school. Look where Baz was coming out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Look where D-Mac was coming out of high school. B-Sorbs and Williams weren't high, but they weren't low, right? Mm-hmm. Especially if you're looking at, what Sorbsby's ESPN ranking, there are some really high, like, recruiting rankings in that room right now.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think that this is, I'm gonna lean toward yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go towards yes on that one.
Best depth quarterback room at IU ever.
Yeah.
History.
Yep.
Ever.
Yep.
Okay. Last question as it pertains to IU football. Michael, kind of a two-part question. What do you think about the secrecy surrounding the Indiana program? Question to you, Michael, and then question for you, Seth, to think on while Michael's answering. Can you think, has Purdue ever done this? Can you think of another program that has less hyped their spring? Michael, you can go first.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. We kind of touched on this a little bit pre-pod. I'm cool with it, man. If we're not going to do the whole hype machine, it's all business kind of.
Chop wood, baby.
Yeah. I mean, just sticking to all business in the off season. We know we just came off a very disappointing season, and to come out and be like, come check out our spring ball. Look at this cool people that we have. This is so cool. And then like come out and disappoint again. I don't think that they've got time for that. So I think that, keeping their head down, nose to the grindstone, blinders on kind of approach is probably going to be beneficial, I think, in the long run here.
I completely agree with you, but I think it depends how you have, like, what is your personal outlook on things? Because I think there's a glass half full and there's a glass half empty. I'll start with the glass half full, which is everything you said. IU did the noise thing. We banged our chest, when we thought we got ripped out of the bowls. We banged our chest all last off season, making it the most anticipated IU football season in history. The program was loud, and we're eliminating the noise. We're focusing on what's important. I think that is glass half full.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of glass half empty saying, last season lost the fans. You need the hype. You need the anticipation. You need the rebuy-in. You need, being quiet isn't a way to sell tickets, get butts in seats, create buzz around the program. People are calling it poor marketing, poor not being opportunistic, letting the bad taste of 2021 linger. That's the glass half empty approach. And there are people in that camp. I don't think it's anyone on this show, but I do think people exist in that camp.
I mean, what's the point in getting people hyped up now? For what? You know what I mean?
There's a lot to say. Look at the recruiting class. We just called it the best quarterback room depth-wise in IU history. We have some impact transfers. We changed our offensive core. There's things to bang the drum about, Michael, that just aren't getting definitely purposely not banging the drum on those things.
Yeah. Come fall ball, I think that the drum will start getting beat. That's what I think. I think you'll start seeing some of the things that they've been working on all spring. I mean, you've seen some of the highlight things that come out. The one big one, the Sean Shivers run. You've seen some stuff with Cam Camper. The little tidbits that they do put out, I think are generating a decent amount of buzz. But I think they're doing it on purpose to keep expectations where they need to be.
Let's call it how it is. The team probably sniffed their farts a little too much and thought it didn't stink last year. Right? And I think that's what they want to eliminate.
I guess. I mean, we had a lot of injuries, which didn't help. But I think come fall ball, when you've got a definite QB1, you've got everybody can kind of start to see your system play out in camp. You've got media around. I think that kind of generates a lot more. But I think by sticking just down, you've got all of these new players that have come in. You've got everything you need to get set up with them. just keep everything simple, and we'll keep it in house and keep it moving. So I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me.
Doesn't bother me at all.
My
I'm in the
season
camp
tickets
of
are
glass
already
half full.
purchased. So
Our season tickets
are.
have been purchased.
Okay, Seth, hop in.
Yeah. So Purdue's kind of had the situation, I think, almost every year of Brahms' tenure, where we've had kind of quarterback drama, where it's been, is it this guy, is it that guy, who's it going to be? And and a lot of these guys, they think it's a tactical advantage that nobody knows who their quarterback is until they roll out, play one of this in September. And a lot of these, I think of a lot of the coaches nowadays more like politicians than coaches. Like everything they say and everything they put out there is so crafted in a specific marketable way that I see both sides of it, where you are missing out on marketing opportunities, but at the same time, if you don't, you have to kind of craft the expectation as well. So I really think it's kind of interesting. The ones who shy away from it, are they hiding something? Are they thinking they have a tactical advantage by not showing any of their cards ahead of time? So I just take everything with a grain of salt. So I don't think there's, I definitely think the glass half full, glass half empty analogy works here. But I also think that pretty much everything that happens in spring could be a giant smokescreen. It could be exactly what plays out in fall. It's all just kind of a crapshoot at this point. So don't read too much into it.
Thank you for the compliment on the analogy. I know I'm great.
We always hear what we want to hear.
JK. That's all I got. How was that? Good for the return of Brando's Randos?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. As you say.
That'll do, big.
All right.
Do.
I think we need to change the name of this next part, just due to recent surgical.
I still have the sack. The sack still exists. I don't know what myths I needed to debunk with this. So producer Seth can still have a podcast sack.
Yeah, but there's nothing in it. So
I did notice that my production notes removed the Deshaun Brown reference. So if anybody wants to hear a wild grinder story about a former IU football wide receiver, I'll encourage them to look that up on their own time. Here are the fun ones. All right, so I watched two things. And I'm blanking on it, the Lakers TV show, and Jerry West is allegedly pissed about his portrayal in the TV show. And I also watched about 15 minutes of American Underdog, which is unwatchable. The Kurt Warner story. What is the worst true, quote unquote, true sports movie?
You're going to have to re-say that, because I looked up this grinder story.
Oh, you haven't heard this? My goodness, Brandon.
I didn't share this in group. Yeah.
This is not a PG-13 story.
No, we can't discuss this on the pod, but everyone look it up. I can't focus on anything else.
Okay.
Yeah. He was off the team before this.
Yeah, he was way off the team before it happened. So
allegedly,
yeah,
in the portal, allegedly.
Well, he also hasn't been charged yet officially. So innocent until proven guilty, Seth. I guess.
Yes.
But that is
okay. So go back. All right. Sorry.
All right.
I mean, I just had.
Yeah. Go back to your question. Just break it all the way down to the question. Don't break everything down that you
worst
watched.
True sports movie. Allegedly true sports movie.
Oh my goodness. So is Rudy the worst one because they don't know if it's true or not? Joe Montana claims it's not true.
And he was offsides and all that nonsense. Yeah.
And it's Notre Dame.
Rudy, though.
I don't hate it.
I wish you would have gave us this question beforehand to like prepare.
The rookie?
Ooh, that was a boring movie.
Yeah.
What about the one with Mark Wahlberg when he was on the Eagles?
Invincible.
Invincible.
Yeah. That movie's not great.
No, The Legend of Bagger Vance is really boring too.
That's super
Just
boring.
Snooze fest. It's not bad. If I'm looking to fall asleep,
give me.
I'm trying to fall asleep on a Sunday. Bagger Vance could be the way I go.
Is Air Bud true?
No. Okay. Unfortunately. All right. I got one more. And so there's always good sports movies, though, that redeem these bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the next true sports movie you want to see a movie, or what sports event, sorry, that you want to see a movie about? I have two that came to mind immediately, and this is not a doc. This is like a movie version. Cubs 2016 Game 7, and something on the 85 Bears. I think there's a lot there. I'd rather see Game 7. But
I'm not sure the 85 Bears would really be so much about the actual game than it would be about the actual team. Yeah, the Cubs, that's good. I'm not sure.
Maybe Butler's run back-to-back championships.
Yeah, I think it would just have to be the Gordon Hayward.
I know it. It's Tiger winning the Masters a few years ago.
2019, I think it was.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. That would be a good. I'm just trying to think here.
I mean, they're not going to do Alabama winning a national championship every other year.
They do.
Man, what about what about for a Lifetime movie, The Hostel that happened at the Louisville basketball program?
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Or maybe either Lifetime or like Skinamax, like one of them, could go either way on that.
Yeah, there's a restaurant booth that can never be used again. That's for sure.
Didn't he just have some conversation about like sex with like the media or some sort of like magazine or something too?
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Speaking of sports movies, Seth doesn't care about this, but it is Little 5 week and Breaking Away.
Yeah.
Breaking Away is an okay movie. It's not good. It's not bad. If you haven't seen Breaking Away, it's a solid, especially if you love Bloomington, especially if you get swept up in Little 5 fever.
So I will admit to this. My brother won Little 5 in '93. I am a lover of that movie, and I know the IU fight song because of that movie. Still have never learned the Purdue fight song.
Hey,
it's because you're secretly an IU fan. But that's
attaboy. All right, super quick round. Favorite sports movie? Go.
Oh, Remember the Titans for sure.
Wait, is this real or anything?
Yeah. Well, it can be anything, I guess.
Oh God, I'll go with Happy Gilmore.
No, Friday Night Lights for me.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
On our other podcast, we've had 2 IU football references now.
Oh yeah.
In Multiplicity, they play. I think it's Illinois. He's watching a movie, or he's watching a game day, and then just the other day we did Ace Ventura, and Peter Stoyanovich, the kicker, is the kicker for the Dolphins.
Yep, that's true. That is true. IU football and Hollywood are hand in hand. So, okay, that's it, guys. Let's be sure to check out the pod on Twitter. It's at Podcast LEO. As we get closer to football season, it will pick up more than just podcast announcements and retweets by me. Be sure to check out
Running Back Room next week, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Dude, that's going to be a fun one, man.
That will be a fun one. That'll be interesting. A lot of Jalen and Lucas love coming out of this podcast.
And
I think
Shivers and Henderson.
Yep. Seth is doing, I'm not sure what that's called. I believe the Running Man. Is that what they call it? Okay, cool. I get it. Be sure to download, rate, review, follow all this stuff on all of our platforms that we're on. If we're not on one that you want us to be on, I guess let us know, but I'm pretty sure we're on about everything there is. So we'll talk to you guys next week when we talk, as we just said, about the running backs. Till then, we love you guys. LEO.
LEO.
Happy holidays. LEO.
Peace. Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong podcast. He said it.
LEO. Awesome day. LEO. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. LEO. All right. Great. LEO. Appreciate you guys. LEO. You're welcome, Dave. Have a great day. LEO. Have a great day. LEO. Appreciate you being here with us. Have an awesome day. And LEO. Oh, thank you so much. LEO. Well, thanks so much, LEO. Hey, thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate that. LEO. Appreciate you guys, man. Have an awesome day. LEO. Awesome. LEO. LEO.